stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Caught behind the line. It's Cano. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Grab behind the line. It's Asher. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hands it off. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got Zippo Zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Powers forward. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over UCLA. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A strike downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Dropping back, it's Cherry. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 33.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They believe they can run right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. They'll run the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Grab near the marker, it's Cano. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Asher. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
And it's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Rush is on him. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the deep.
Fires toward the end zone. Makes a grab right down the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Running into the open space. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Grab near the sticks. It's Harper. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 got it.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Texas. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, go break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for them.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, sack.
They'll leave it with him. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Cherry. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Red Raiders are on the move. On the move, it's Asher. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Finally, the defense gets to the quarterback. I say finally because last week they had 6 sacks. They were harassing the QB so far today. Just their first sack. They got to continue to get more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man, it's Harper. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 21 over UCLA. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulls and fires complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.